Hey there, good evening, welcome back. My name is Perremin, and I love RPGs. And tonight we are playing Final Fantasy Renaissance. We're just going to pick up where we left off from the last stream. Just outside of the Marsh Cave, we've got the crown. We're going to return the crown. And then we're going to try to take on Ramu. Let's get this pulled up there. There we go. How you doing? Alright, we're going to try to take on Ramu one more time. We've gained a few levels. We've got a couple of ideas on how to better tackle the fight. So we're going to try it again. And if that fails, we will work on getting the Mystic Key, going and maybe finding some treasures that we couldn't get before. And then maybe we'll swing back around to Ramu one more time at the end of the night. I'm not really sure. Let's just get into it and see how it goes. Alright, message speed, we want that to be a little higher. Probably 5 is fine. We'll continue this game. The same people we've been playing. Here we go. Alright. Just outside the cave, and I've got 1 pure, 3 heals, I've got 7 tents and a house. I probably need more healing items. It would probably be smart to go ahead and head back into town first. Okay, in fact, we know it would be smart because we are running low on spells as well. So that would be smart. Ooh, one thing that we do want to try. Is in one of the comments on a previous video, someone suggested maybe moving Edward into the second position in the fight, because second position gets attacked 25% of the time. Edward is hiding almost 50% of the time. So we're not sure how the selection of who's going to be attacked takes place, or what will happen if they attempted to attack Edward. Will this result eventually in our Dark Knight having the first slot taking even more hits than he already would? So as soon as we get out of this fight, we will go ahead and switch that up. So if I'm right, the way that it's supposed to work is the first slot takes 50% of all hits, second slot is 25%, and the last 2 slots are 12.5% apiece, basically. So let's see what happens here. In fact, we will move Smeech down. We'll see how this goes. Worst case scenario, nothing really. Actually, worst case scenario, I guess, Edward just ends up dead a lot. More likely, we don't see a real difference at all. That seems to be fairly likely. Best possible scenario, our Dark Knight just ends up tanking a lot more, which would be wonderful. I guess the downside would be in fights like this, where if he is not hidden and he takes a hit while he's got a bard spell going, then I run the risk of them being able to remove the effects of the spell. So run and hide. Now, do we come back? Do we risk coming back out? I think in a fight like this, maybe I don't want to risk that. Maybe it would be best just to keep him hidden. Squigwiz, good evening. How long have you been on? I've been on for less than 5 minutes. How's your night going? Oh, she's stunned now. That's okay, we got one of them down. Slow and cold. Yeah. I've got it nice and toasty in my office. I love my new office because I can actually keep it toasty where that was really odd. Where the other room, I could not. One of my portable hard drives just fell off my desk. Hope it'll be okay. But yeah, I've been running streams a lot later, so that I can spend a little bit more time with my wife. Now that she's working full time outside of the home, we don't get to spend as much time together during the day, so I have to start the stream later so that I can spend more time with her. So I stream after she's asleep now. There we go. We got through that fight without many problems. Those stuns still hurt, but... this'll be an easy one. How is everybody looking? Not bad. Not bad at all, honestly. We're in great shape. Hey, good evening. How's it going? Lots of smeechabos. We need all the smeechabos we can get. I look forward to one day being able to have smeechabos over on YouTube as well. Critical hit. Go ahead and hide. Fight, fight. This might be the end of this round. Stomach issues. Say no more, say no more. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. Just sustain. There's no sense in coming back. This guy's gonna die in this round, so. Well, I thought this guy was going to die in this round. There we go. That's more like it. Dane! Good evening, both because of emotional damage. Now this is a fight. This is what I'm talking about. Give me some wolves. Go for the quick step. You fight a baby wolf. HP recovery's going. Come on, quick step. Quick step has become one of my favorite abilities. That evasion and hit percent down together in one dance is wonderful. Like, it's almost powerful enough. I'm surprised that it's not doesn't require two separate dances to set it up. Blue because they're blue. That's what GR stands for, don't you know? It's grape wolf. They're grape wolves. Let's hide so that we can get a new song going. We'll fight for one round. Smeech, Smeech, Smeech. You should have been able to kill that wolf by now. He's not that strong. I know you're stuck there with your little goblin-y strength, but you can do it, buddy. I know you can. I have faith. No one's desperate for heals. Edward's still over 100, so I'm not going to worry about it. Instead, we will drain this wolf. One damage. Missed. This may help us a lot. 1 damage even on our bard. Okay, that's good. I'm so happy that it turns out that the bard is just a great character. Whoa, hello. Fight that one. We better fight this time. I will cast next time and maybe heal somebody. Start on another wolf. Critical hit terminated. That's better, Smeech. I knew you had it in you. Oh, the married life. What a headache. I got mad because my husband had to have Burger King and took up my... Oh, no. This one combo, so I didn't get lunch, and he finally realized at dinner. That's terrible. Oh, man. How bad did he feel? I bet it was pretty bad. Buys me whatever for this. See? Yes. Felt terrible. I think we're fine. We're probably better off just getting out of this fight. Ooh, McAllister's. That's a dead grape wolf. They're gonna be that forever to me now. Grape wolves. Can you do it, Smeech? Can you do it? Yes. Excellent. Well done. Great job, my good friend Smeech. Now we're gonna kick this asp. And there we go. Club wrap and a piece of carrot cake. Sounds good. Random question. Did you hork my tech pencil? No. Like a drafting pencil? I have loads of pencils though if you need one. But you probably won't like them. I use these. Rotates the lead to always be sharp? No, but I wish I had. Not gonna lie, that sounds really cool. Have many will find it. Was it in your in your office or in your stuff pile of things that you still haven't gone through that we moved back? I use solid graphite pencils that never need to be sharpened. See, I like my cheap mechanical pencil just like this. I had the same one. I may still have it. Actually, I think I do. In my gaming box. I used the same one for almost 15 years. Until this like rubbery part around the grip started coming off, but I don't think I ever got rid of it. I bought it when I was in college, and I used it. I was in college for 19 years. I used it for almost the entire time I was there, and now I use it for taking notes when I play D&D. In your stuff pile from Montana, or should be. Nope, I have not gone through any of that stuff with you. I will look in the box of... I still have that box of stuff that was in your apartment in Montana that is to go to Zach. So I'll look at that and make sure it didn't get put in there. It's stuff like... I think there's like a little Dragon Ball thing in there. I can't remember what else. Nobody's dead. So if you want any of that stuff back, let me know before I give it to Zach the next time I see him. I thought he was going to be down recently, but you might see him before I do. Bye. Healing. I have no idea how many of these I actually had. I just don't remember. So we're going to buy 10 of them and call it good. Then we're going to buy Pures. We're going to buy like 10 of those and call that good. And then we're going to buy Tents. And we're going to buy like 10 of those and call that good. Oh, thought I might have taken it in Montana. Well, if I did, it's not on purpose, and the only place it could be would be in that box of stuff for Zach. So I feel like I'm wound so tight with all the stress and moving crap that I could probably turn coal into... Squig, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. You need to just chill for a little while. It's probably hard to do. I've done that moving thing 15, 16 times in my life. I moved, oh man. In 12 years of school, I went to 14 different schools before I graduated from high school. So I've moved a lot. Dane, you've been playing Final Fantasy 16. What do you think of it? I still haven't played Final Fantasy 16. It's going to have to go on a good sale before I pick it up, I'm afraid. I really want to, but I'll be honest. I dropped a bunch of money buying the Planescape books for D&D recently, and that's the extent of my entire gaming budget for the rest of the year. Found a pan in a bag of clothes. MA. That does happen when we're just shoving everything in to whatever space we can fill. Why buy those? Why buy the Planescape books? Because I'm in a Planescape campaign right now, and I really kind of wanted the extra source material. For the fun, and because what I really like about D&D Beyond, I'm going to talk about D&D a little bit. D&D Beyond, if you're all in a campaign together, and say like I bought the Planescape books through D&D Beyond, which I'm going to tell you right now, I don't love that I support D&D Beyond because I think it's bad for the consumer. I think the fact that I can't support my local game shop and get a copy of the material on D&D Beyond is garbage. If they would insert a copy of the digital stuff into a hardback copy of the book that I could buy at my local game store, that is the way they should run their business. Now that I'm off my soapbox, when you're in a campaign with people on D&D Beyond and your accounts get linked together as part of the campaign, they can share all of your source books. So when they go into anybody who's in the campaign with me can go into their character creator and have access to any of the options that came from the Planescape books for their characters, as long as those are characters in the campaign, which I love. I kind of love that. I did not stay at an inn. That's okay. I'm just going to stay in a tent then. Tents only cost $75, and the inn in this town costs $100, so we're going to save. Yeah, so I got it both because I wanted it and because the whole group could benefit from it. I don't know if they will. I don't know if the people in the group are interested in really reading those books, but I think they might. I'm pretty sure MA will. Final Fantasy 16 is pretty smooth combat and movement-wise, and the environments are beautiful. Story is convoluted, but works. At Target, you got your copy for $29.99. That's pretty good. That's really good. I don't ever go to Target, but I might have to make a trip there and see what they've got it for here. Because the last time I saw it at, well, it's not been at Walmart for a while, but the last time I saw it there, it was like $59.99. I already have the next game I think I want to play, because I've been sitting on it for a long time. And I think I'm going to do a couple more playthroughs of this game and try out some more class combos. But I think I'm also going to be playing Cyberpunk soon, because I never got to play it. And I've been sitting on it for a long time, and I think it's about time to do it. Hey, Raven, good evening. And after a conversation that I had with MA this afternoon, I think I have a great name for the character as well. Just fight the regular ogre. There we go. Oh, you know what? I have to go back, because staying in the tent is not going to give me my spells back, and I'm going to need those spells to fight Ramu. All right, get our regen going. Go and hide. I cannot wait to be able to cast 2 spells before I have to hide. 55%, so we're gonna go ahead and fight. I probably should have taken a little bit closer to look at the kind of things that went on sale during like the Black Friday, Cyber Monday type sales, but I didn't. Dane, you've been trading in stuff I don't use lately. I finally got the first 2 Spider-Man games, but not 2 itself. Oop, my chat just disappeared. Going to try getting through those during winter break. That's another one I've been wanting to play, and I actually have it in the PlayStation right now and haven't started, because I played the first Spider-Man. I platinumed to the first Spider-Man game on PlayStation 5. But I have Miles Morales, and I've been really wanting to play it. And I just got to do it. I got to just do it. But there's a lot of other things going on in my life right now, so it may not happen. Do you need to drain? No. We don't really need the heals too badly either, but drain is going to do more damage, so we're going to go for it. So, there are times when I really think, if I wasn't trying to run an RPG-based channel, or maybe I should just expand what I consider an RPG to anything with RPG elements. Still a 65%. I'm going to go ahead and try it again. I hate that I have to go all the way back here. I hate that I made that kind of mistake. I just lost focus. It's one of those nights when I'm actually really, really tired. Since I started working out again recently, and it is taking a serious toll on my body. You know, I did all that riding over the summer, like bike riding, and I would have thought that would have left me in better shape when I went back to lifting. And guess what? It didn't. I hurt so bad, my body feels beat up, and I am completely exhausted from it. I'm like the most out of shape person. Got 5 games to trade in tomorrow, including the new Star Ocean Second Story R, because I really think they ruined the simple but immersive build of the... Really? See, I had thought a lot of people were really liking the new Star Ocean game. Well, or I guess it's a remaster of an old Star Ocean game, right? Sailing back across the ocean. I don't know how strong a Kaizoku is. I do not remember fighting one of those. Originally PSP and PS1. Okay. Evidently Kaizokus are very, very simple to kill. You can, like, shout at them really hard and they die. Did I stay? Maybe I did stay at this inn. But I don't think I did. Okay, come back soon. We can do that. Now we can find... We're still 2 minutes out from when I've been starting the stream, so I feel like I'm not really that far behind. Just seems like I am. Let's... I think we're just gonna go straight for draining. Poor Edward. He didn't even actually take a hit. Crazy. Oh, you missed. Smack him. There you go. Actually hit him this time. Just sustain, because I don't think this is going to last more than one more round. Unless everyone just has a huge string of misses suddenly. I think it looks ridiculous. A beautiful 3D landscape and then flat 2D pixelated characters just slapped on the foreground last minute. Looks like a second grader's diorama. Oh my goodness. Them some harsh words, man. I haven't even looked at it yet. Maybe I need to watch somebody play some of it. But that sounds terrible. Although, here's the thing. You could almost describe Octopath Traveler the same way, right? Like 3D landscapes, absolutely flat characters. Or Triangle Strategy, which I haven't played yet. Another game that I would absolutely love to play if I could ever find a copy of it. I'm going to end up having to just buy it digitally. Failure, 80% chance, and still fail. Well, that's true. The characters do mesh pretty well with the environments in Octopath Traveler. They did a really good job with that game. It's very grindy. I mean, I played it briefly on stream and then gave up on it because it was such a grindy game. It was going to take me months and months to finish. But it was good. It was good. It was just... I was having a hard time with the grind, streaming that kind of grind. These are regular wolves. I probably don't need to worry much about this fight. Alright, here's the question for you guys. You guys know Final Fantasy as well as I do. I mean, maybe you don't know this version, obviously. Do I fight Ramu first, or do I fight Asos first? I can't heal him if he hides. I should... Hold on. We're going to go back. We're going to have him sustain. And get him... Nope, nope, nope. That's not going to work. Alright, never mind. Just attack. There we go. We'll just call that fight good. Edward will just end with too few hit points. It'll be okay. We'll all be all right. Currently playing Octopath Traveler 2, and it's an on and off game for me because it's like completing chapters in a storybook of short stories. You can start whichever you want and continue later. So it's a little... I mean, there's some of that in Octopath 1. They've just taken that and run with it in the second one. I keep forgetting that there is a second game in that series already. And I still want to see Dragon Quest done in the Octopath engine. I mean, don't dangle that in front of us and then pull it away and never show it to us again. You like the sequel more than the first one? Well, that's good. That means that they took what they did right in the first one and expanded on that. And probably dropped the stuff that wasn't as good. We're going to try to kill the grape wolves. Anyone, forgive me, anyone watching this video on YouTube after the stream is over, you do not have to feel compelled to leave a comment saying that they're not grape wolves. I think we're all aware of that. But if you'd like to, feel free. And I'm not going to stop you. In fact, if you'd like to do it just to spite me, go for it. We'll see what happens. I'll probably cry. Don't worry about it, though. You can play cooperative? Cooperative play on Octopath Traveler 2. Really? That's kind of fun. How does the cooperative work? Is it online cooperative? Man, more couch co-op games. I would love a world in which we had more couch co-op games. Alright, so now that we're here, maybe I should wait. Maybe I should not save just yet. Because if I go and fight Ramu first, losing to Ramu doesn't set me back. It just puts me back out of the, like, Dark World instance. And we're mostly healed. So maybe I go fight Ramu. Whether we succeed or not, we come back and use the tent and save. And then we fight Asos. Though we will be out of magic. So we may need to go back and hit an inn before we fight Asos as well. I don't know. I wish they would give me a save state in this game. Internet or local, and you play the main character while the other player plays a secondary companion. That's kind of cool. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. We'll see what happens here. All right, Ramu, here we come. If I can remember where you are. Let's switch people. There it was. Enter the astral plane. Let's go for it. I would prefer not to have these fights. Stop picking on Edward. Okay, let's go for quick step. Fight. I can't believe we're only level 9. Only level 9. Okay, fight that guy. New skill, hide. Excellent. Well done. And oh, that one's gonna survive. Okay. I don't know that this is even necessary, but we're gonna do it anyway. Missed. I love that her drain attack doesn't heal them. Oh, I went the wrong way. This should be gross. There could be a lot of poison thrown around in this fight. Or not. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember. Can the muck poison? I should remember that, but I don't. Hey, so far I've unpacked 24 ties and 1 bow tie. So I have about half of my collection. The rest might not have survived the purge or shoved into crannies of the car. That's entirely possible. I have a whole box of ties here that I think maybe some of them were yours. I don't know. I thought that I got them from Dad. What am I doing? We're going to fight. We're going to fight a muck. You're going to fight a spider. Terminated the muck. Excellent. Do you still have your 30s? Nice. Is that your Tom Baker scarf? Do you know he just like turned like 90 years old or something crazy? Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's heal Smeech. Daniel, good evening. How's it going? Restored 45. Okay, Smeech is in much better shape now. Yeah, we're in wonderful shape now. Wow. Who wakens me? You know, the same guy that's already wakened you twice and then failed to do anything about it. Blinded. Edward, you're taking a lot of hits, buddy. It's a good thing you don't need eyes to sing music. It is your Tom Baker scarf that was made using the same number of rows as the original, but using full yarn instead of knitting thread. So it's a little over twice as long as his scarf. Wow. Is it really 36 feet long? I also have one made of yarn that is half as many rows, so it's the right length. I don't know, like mine's really long, but it's probably a lot shorter than yours. Also, it goes around me a lot more times because I'm significantly shorter. I have pictures of me wrapped in my Tom Baker Doctor Who scarf where it looks like that's just my coat. Like I'm just wearing a knitted sweater made of Tom Baker Doctor Who scarf. Yours should be close to 18 feet. It might be. That sounds pretty accurate. New skill. Hide. Magic it. Nope. Fight it. Fight some more. My good dancery friend. The same as your shorter one. Okay. And there we go. Oh, come on. I thought that was going to kill him. New. For no particularly good reason. I'm going to cast... No, I can't target him. It would have been good to be able to target that space with the hope that he'd come back out. But no such luck. All right. Oh well. It is what it is. He healed a little bit anyway from his regen. Where am I going? Up here. $13 damage this time. Ow. I think I'm just going to try to drain him and see if we can take out this fight in less than 2 rounds. We've finished with the cave for now. So we're going back to Ramu, yes. And we also have the crown, so we can also turn that in while we're in here. Except for after Ramu, I might need to go to an inn before we actually turn in the crown. We'll see. I don't know if I can even... I mean, we have an idea on how to fight Ramu, right? But I don't know if I'm going to be good enough to pull it off. And maybe you also have one that's like 6 foot, and I call that my practical baker scarf. I mean, 6 foot is just a scarf on you. 6 foot on me is a long scarf. On you, it's just a scarf. There we go. Talk to that. Take heed, child, for the power you seek shall not be given lightly. By an old man with a stick. Stone skin the bolt. Yep, that's the idea. We'll stone skin when we see, because it takes him 2 rounds to cast his judgment bolt. We'll stone skin as soon as we see it, and hopefully it'll go off. Right? It's a short scarf on you. 6 foot's a short scarf on you. It must be nice. It must be real nice to be that tall. Like, I'm a short guy. I'm short. Anybody out there is wondering, I'm short. I'm like, my driver's license says I'm 5'9", and that's wishful thinking because I'm way closer to 5'7". There were only 5 scarves in that bag. I know I have a couple in my car, but I also know scarves were part of what was stolen from my... Ow. Well, like you said, whoever stole those probably needed them. A 6 foot scarf would only hang 3 feet around the neck, and scarves need to have more than one wrap. True. Good point. A good point and valid. I really need to heal Edward. Okay, well, good enough. We're going to let's jump in here and get Edward some healing before we go into the fight. I'm gonna go ahead and just waste a bunch of money on healing him to full. All right, here we go. If you didn't already, wish me luck. I, Ramu, shall judge you. Should you prove worthy, I shall lend you my power. Should you fail, you shall perish. Not exactly true. Accept the challenge. Here we go. Here goes nothing. All right. Ramu is probably immune to every status effect I can put on him. I don't know that for sure, but I would guess that that is the case. But man, if I could blind him. I'm gonna... I don't remember if we tried it last time. I'm gonna try it. Because I don't think it's gonna hurt anything to give it a shot. And Quick Step will lower his evade. His hit percentage doesn't matter because he's only going to cast at us. But it will lower his evade, which might help our Dark Knight land hits. So I'm still thinking I'm going to use Quick Step. For science! Right? I figured if I'm going to live here, I should unpack. You know, after a few months, you should maybe unpack 1 or 2 boxes. It doesn't hurt anything. I want to save Golem. I want to save Golem to Stone Skin when we see that he's casting his spell. But I think I might go for a Kieran at the beginning just to keep our HP regenning. I don't know. I just don't know. Lifeguard. That way we'll have a double regen going. And ineffective. Okay, well now we know. Ineffective, it's not going to work on him. Ouch. Lightning 2 sucks. Okay, his evasion is down. Skills. Hide, Edward. Go for it. 55%. I'm really tempted. Because if we lose Smeech, it's over. If we're saying we're relying on Stone Skin, be successful. Okay, that was good. That was a good heal. Let's go Valor Minuet first. Wait, did he start a cast? I missed it. I bet he started his cast there. I bet I just really messed up. Yep, he did. That's okay. Yep, I really screwed up. I just missed that he was casting. Shoot. Potions out of battle are always 30 HP and in battle are random 15 to 25. Was it 15? Because I thought it said 10. No, 16 to 32 on him. We're gonna try one more time, even though I shouldn't. If I had been watching, I think we would have had a better chance that time. But I just screwed up completely. Benjamin, good evening. Time to witness Ramu get sent to the old folks' home. I wish. I hope we can do it as another this time. I just have to pay attention. I think when I get to the Ramu battle, I'm going to actually pay attention, and I might, at the expense of maybe talking to chat for just a minute. Only once we get to the battle, though. Until we get there, we're good to go. Just sustain. I think we can do this. Billy Boy Blue. Well, thank you very much for saying that. This party, it's actually a kind of a fun party. Focus. I'll need to, because obviously if I'm not focused, I've got a 0% chance of doing anything properly. Even when I am focused, the chances are slim to none. Yeah, just go ahead and fight this guy. It'll be okay. You can do it, Smeech. I've got faith. I got faith in your staff-wielding prowess. MA, it only hurts your pride. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm selfish. I like having you here. Not what? Go. There we go. Better. Better. Stronger. Faster. Yeah, just kill that one. There we go. Excellent. Do your jobs. We can do this. Oh. That was a good hit. I thought it might kill him, but not quite. Bet the class change will shake everything up. I hope so. I think the class, this party is actually fairly fun. Of the group, I think I had the least fun with the summoner right now. But that's because I'm really, really always worried about using up all my spells. But I think it's going to be a great party if I could just actually pay attention and figure out how to do things properly instead of being a complete doof about everything. Wait, did I already fight once? Yes, I did. Attack round 1 with Dancer? Okay. Alright. We're just going to sustain. And there we go. There we go. Smeech is a little low, but we're still in fairly decent shape. Okay, I went down here, right? Yes, I'm working around now. These gargoyles aren't that bad. Okay, she's going to cast a heal on Smeech in the next round. That ought to be good. I hope. Fight. Healing Waltz. There we go. Each level up appears to grant +2 magic defense, so maybe try later if it seems too tough yet. So that was the plan at the start of the night tonight, was we would try this, fight, and then if it doesn't work out, we will go try Asos and get the key and go back around and hit the treasure chest that we couldn't get earlier. And then maybe that'll give us a level or so and come back and try it again. Either at the end of the night or the next time we stream, which will likely be Sunday night. I've been doing Sunday and then either Tuesday or Wednesday. So Sunday will likely be the next time that we stream. We could actually throw out another heal here if we need it. I don't think we need it. Smeech could probably use it, but I don't think he needs it desperately yet. Haven't gotten there yet, just yet, but I think class change will make Dark Knight pretty obscene after chasing down bats. I think that's going to be fun. I think we're going to have a really good time going back and eating bats for the stats. Soul Eater round 1, Drain is useful, especially at a low healing party. Well, now that we know for sure that darkness isn't going to work, we will do that in round 1. I would have done it in round 1 last time, but I wanted to make sure darkness wasn't going to work first. Actually, tonight I started a little earlier than normal. I started at around 11. Normally, yes. Normally, you're right. Normally, we started around 11:30 my time. It's now midnight my time. But I actually started about half an hour early just because my wife kind of went to bed early and I didn't want to do anything else. I was like, I kind of just want to play Final Fantasy, but I don't want to jump in and play unless I'm going to stream. Might as well start the stream. May as well. Just do it and get it done. See if we can kill that thing off. I don't like the crawl. The Mystic Key opens up new shops too. Okay. Once you open the canal, the East Side Crescent Town might have upgrades, which would be good because I need some. Particularly, my dancer could use something new, but I could use upgrades all around. Going to get Crescent Lake armor is super useful. Melmond has the silver bracelets, though. Ooh, that hit hard. Red Bone hits hard. Now I know. 1 damage from the harp attack. I do already have the silver. I at least have the silver, so I don't. I think our dancer only has the large knife. So if there's something better than the large knife, I would love to have it. Oh yeah, he needs to hide before he can do anything else. Get free silver daggers with the key. Ah, okay. That will be great. We're doing all right. I could throw a heal at Smeech since we're getting ready to go into that first round. But he's going to cast Kieran in the first round anyway, so let's just drain. $30 to $40-ish. I'm a little older than that. I'll be 47 next Monday. Is that right? Is that right? On the 4th of December, I turned 47. Told this girl that me and her were destined to be together across the stars, then sent her the Anakin and Padme theme. I mean, my opinion, if she digs that, she's probably the right one. She's probably the right girl. That's how you know if a girl's the right girl. If she can dig that, that's the way to do it. I mean, if she doesn't dig that, if she doesn't get it, maybe she's not. But if she gets that and if she thinks that's cool, that's how you know you got a good one. I, Ramu, shall judge you, should you prove worthy. Okay, Ramu, we have already proved unworthy like 4 times. Here we go. Skills, blood weapon. Let's do that. I'm really tempted to wait around, actually, and throw up luck, because the dancer is supposed to get extra boost from luck. I don't know if that's really true or if I just read that in the Discord and assumed it was true. It's a bold move. Regen greater than attack. All right, we'll get Angel Song going then. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get Kieran going right from the start. Okay. There's that lightning 2. That lightning 2 is going to hurt, but it won't kill us. Oh, it almost killed Smeech. Weapon has lifesteal. You're in great shape. You hide. Now, Healing Waltz. Morale causes the enemy to run away, correct? Defense third if it goes that long. Time for Golem. Got it. Earthen Wall. Now, as long as that stone skin will block Judgment Bolt, we should be in good shape. And Edward's gone. So he won't get. I could keep him gone. He wouldn't even have a chance to get hit by it. I may do that. I'm going to sustain that for one round. That way there's no chance of him getting hit by it. If she's down for the Star Wars memes, then she's the one. I think crit is kind of its own. There's a crit song coming soon. Okay, that'd be great. And if not, she's got to go. Hey, Dane, you're back. Over on Twitch, YouTube just sort of died, so I got bored and downloaded Minecraft for my Series S. Nice. Dane joining us over on the Twitch stream now. Where am I at? I'm at 90%. I think I'm going to heal further. I want to be over 100 for when... Because after he Judgment Bolts, the next one should be Lightning 2 again, I would think. $59, 44. There's the Judgment Bolt. Stone skin wore off. She survived. He survived. Whew, okay. She's going to have to fight, though, now. That puts us in a bad position. Maybe I should have fought last turn and saved the heal for this turn. Spam those goblin punches. Oh, buffered the whole start of the fight? Really? Well, that's not good. I should check and make sure that's not a problem on my end. Okay, no. It looks like I've only dropped 0.3% of frames and had no... I'm not showing any network lag, so... You think Ramu is super low now? I'm going to hope, because we're gonna go for the hits and see what happens. And let's go for Goblin Punch. I hope I don't regret this. 8 damage. Come on, Goblin Punch. Do it. Do your thing. Smack him down. 116. That was pretty good. Just a lightning 1 that round. Okay. Oh no. Oh, no. Didn't get it soon enough. 100. Wow. Wow. There we go. 98 terminated. Whew, we did it. Oh, thank you guys very much for the help with that fight. I desperately needed it. Well done, light warriors. My staff is yours to command. Obtain the summon spell, Ramu. Oh, man. It only took, what, 6, 7 attempts? Dane, I had $20 left on my Target gift card, and Minecraft's a good insomnia game. Man, Minecraft was a big thing in my house for so many years. For me to have almost never... I can't say I've never played it, but I've not played it much. Successfully sent to the old folks home. Didn't expect DNC to do crazy damage even with the cat claws. Really? I'm hoping they do okay, at least. MA, alright, man, have a good night. Thanks for stopping in on the Twitch stream. I will talk to you soon. Let's jump into a tent. No, let's go back to town because I don't want to fight Asos with a guy dead. Should I have jumped into a tent and saved? Absolutely. Am I that smart? Not a chance. Think of Edward will carry. Edward is the best. I think we'll be fine. In fact, we're not even going to stop at this town. We're gonna cross the ocean before we save. Because why not? We're gonna just risk it on that first round because it's 80% chance. Oh, Angel Song is wonderful. It is great. And then, as someone said last time, and then someone reiterated in one of the video comments, when we change class, and we're going to get access to limit breaks, I guess, and the Bard is going to be able to cast the same spell twice, so you'll be able to have 2 Angel Songs going at the same time to double your regen. That's going to be crazy awesome. Anecdotal evidence is based on the NES Black Mage with cat claws, though, so it's likely better than I expect, but we'll see. Did you ever play Final Fantasy IV The After Years? Edward was awesome in that game. I did play The After Years. I don't remember it real well. So I've played Final Fantasy IV, just base Final Fantasy IV, a million times. I've only ever played, you know what? I take that back. I was going to play the After Years, and instead I played Interlude, and Interlude made me so angry and upset that I never played After Years. Because Interlude is basically just like a boss rush version of the first game of Final Fantasy IV. It's terrible. It's terrible. That's just a personal opinion. If you enjoyed Interlude, I don't want you to feel like I'm hating on you or anything. To each their own. But in my opinion, it was not good. I should go back and play After Years though. They're all on the same disc, so it wouldn't be that hard. Would raise in Elfland? Oh, that's smart. That is smart. That way Smeech isn't missing out on even more experience. So there we go. Smeech is alive. See, Final Fantasy IV is my favorite. So, wait, Smeech... I should have used a potion on Smeech because he has 1 health. That was dumb. That was dumb. Oh, she responded and knew the song? That is a win. You 100% have a win there. Congrats on that. We're going to, even though it's not going to do much, maybe it'll keep him alive for a hit. There. We're in good shape now. We're in good shape now. Not overly concerned about the poison or anything. A fiend for even XP on everyone. So I get that. And I would totally like to be, but I'm not a good enough player to try to keep their XP even. Or even close, really. Oh, that was... Man, I really need to get a new controller with a better down button. Or at least a more sensitive down button. You know, one of the other 8 controllers on the desk should do it. Asos is the biggest problem in the whole game? You think he is? Oh, unevenness of XP with it. So, do you, when you're trying to keep all your characters XP even, if you lose a character in the Asos fight, do you reset and start it over? That would be it would be a heck of a challenge, in my opinion, to go through the game making sure that your XP was even for the whole game and resetting every time someone died. Overly high % chance he casts round 1. I forget about this fight. I don't love it. I don't love it. 1 is poisoned and it's really bad. No one wants to be poisoned at all. Fight that guy, I guess. I don't really care. Play this game dozens of times a year though. Wow. See, I like to do a run through every year to 2 years, but I'm not the kind of professional that you are. I do wish I could remember the game better. If I played it multiple times a year, I probably would. Part of my issue is every time I play Final Fantasy 1, I want to start a new series playthrough every time I play the first game again. Like, it will be really hard for me to finish this game and not want to go on and keep playing the other games. And it hasn't even been that long since I played Final Fantasy 2. Like, maybe 6-7 months. Let's just fight something. We're going to go stay in an inn anyway. Let's throw out a spell. Let's get these spiders to fight themselves if I can. Throw my tank at the bottom, and the mages tend to resist death more frequently, I believe. Really? We can definitely try that. Reset most often. Depends on my mood and the party I'm screwing with. Fair. You know what, Edward? Just stay back there so you don't come out and get poisoned. It'll be wonderful. Yeah, so it's RNG. If he casts first, before anyone else gets a chance to do anything, you're pretty much just stuck resetting. Played Final Fantasy II on the PlayStation 1 back in the day, and the level system was so abusable that I couldn't enjoy the game. See, I'm one of those rare people where I kind of like it. I don't think it's the most outstanding game in the series or anything, but sometimes I just kind of like a system so broken that I can abuse the heck out of it. Like, oh man. It's one of the reasons I love Final Fantasy Tactics so much, is that system is so broken. You can create characters that can, like, rip that game to pieces. And I absolutely love it, because that's part of the fun for me. Okay, stay poisoned. I don't care. See if it bothers me. And there we go. Why does that keep happening? I don't know if you guys ever do live streams on YouTube. And maybe I should try using something other than Chromium as my browser. But in the YouTube studio, for some reason my chat window just keeps turning itself off constantly. I have no idea why that happens, but it's been really bad tonight. This thing's not going to live long, so we'll just sustain what we've got. Tried watching everyone on YouTube play this for different parties and such. It's, I mean, it does seem like the kind of game where you could watch 50 different people play it and the party would be different for each one. I love the work that's been put into this game. I just absolutely love it. I'm very thankful to the developers who did this. I'm just glad that Square hasn't gone out of their way to try to shut it down. Final Fantasy II is kind of like an old kung fu film. Just beat yourself up until you're a master. Yes, that's kind of what I love about it. In fact, I kind of like that so much that one of the things I do often when I play Final Fantasy II is equip a character with 2 shields. I actually have, I think I have 10 or 11 pures, but it's not 99 yet. That's where I need to get to. I figured he had enough life that we could go a little ways with the poison on us and not really worry about it. And then just take it off with a spell. It's worth saving the money. Okay. Let's just attack on the first round. Get one of these guys. I think we could kill a Grey Imp if we try. A Grimp. We're gonna kill a Grimp. Oh, but she's going to be poisoned again. Most of them you quit pretty early, to be honest. Still, oh, I'm glad you're still watching. I hope I'm not disappointing too greatly. Do you mind if I ask who the other one is? And if I should be watching them? You don't have to answer that. I mean, that's your business, not really mine. I just thought, if there's somebody else doing a really fun run, I wouldn't mind watching it myself. Played a fighter in D&D with double tower shields and plate mail. The DM was not impressed. Never need more than 20-ish. You never need more than 20-ish. But sometimes I just like to have like 99 of everything by the end of the game. Because I'm exactly that kind of nerd. Okay, drain. Watch some Pro Jared. His streams are very short though, like 30 minutes. Okay, I have actually watched a couple of the videos he's done in the series for this gameplay. Not much. Enough to see how the thief works for searching for items and thinking, oh my goodness, I don't know if I have the patience to search for items that way. Heals, on the other hand, you get 99 soonish. Should have them now, but haven't been playing very well. Pro Jared is no bueno. Jared, okay, Jared's who else do you watch? All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you saying that. I will take a comparison to a well-known content creator any day. I'm not that I consider myself a content creator, but it's pretty cool to hear that. I don't know if you really believe that or if you're just trying to butter me up. But either way, I like it. Streams are more about the team compositions and commentary. That's what I like. Fair. Never typed on you. Oh, really? Really? Never typed on YouTube before these VODs? That's crazy. Yeah. Squig. Yes. Dane, Pro Jared is okay, but he has the tendency to rage quit. I've watched him for years. Squig's over there on Twitch accusing me of flirting with chat. Do I want to? We'll just, you know what? Let's just hit for a round. Hit for a round. See if we can kill the creep. There we go. Gia Cat. Best upgrade in this version is not having to buy 99 heal potions one at a time. Yeah. Yes, being able to just scroll up and buy them all at once is wonderful. Benjamin, this is your first time chatting on YouTube also? We could use another little song. What do we want to do now? Now we'll drain. I like an old school gamer who has the history and the lore. I have been around for a long time. A long time. Way, way too long. I feel very old. When I compare myself to the average person who plays on Twitch or YouTube or something like that, I start to feel very, very old very fast. Pro Jared's how you found out about Renaissance? So I found out about Renaissance from Pro Jared as well, but not from his videos. I think I saw him, now it may have been him promoting one of his videos on, I want to say Instagram or Reels. Came up on the recommended for my introduction to this game, then I started searching other runs. Nice. Oh, there's Squig over on YouTube now. Apparently Final Fantasy just brings all the people in. I mean, so, you know, for all the new people, who aren't aware, I actually started streaming on Twitch like going a little over 7.5 years ago, and quit and then restarted just to stream the Final Fantasy series. Like I quit, I wanted to be a WoW streamer, and I quit, and then I came back to stream Final Fantasy, and that's how I met a lot of people like Dane and Squig. Squig, actually, I think I met through Squig. Was your first stream, was it a Secret World stream? A lot of other people who were around. And yeah, Final Fantasy is just, it's a series that I absolutely love, and I probably always will. I don't see them, I know a lot of people are really frustrated with some of the new games, but I just see them as evolutions, and I can still appreciate them for what they've become and where they've been. Noticed you read it. So I like to, you know, like I say, I feel like I'm more of a streamer than a content creator. And so to me, it's about the conversation. So it's one of the things I love about YouTube as opposed to Twitch. I love Twitch, don't get me wrong. Twitch just has some things I don't love about it. But the community there is wonderful. But I love that on YouTube, I get the comments between streams, and I still feel like I get to have a conversation with the people who watch the VODs as much as the people who watch the stream. So if you're commenting, I want to be able to comment back. I love that part. I love that part of YouTube so much. Magic the Gathering Commander games. Benjamin, do you play? Like, I'm assuming if you're watching games that you're also playing. I should ask what Commander, but I can't. I only have 2 Commander decks, and I can't remember what they're called. I'd have to go get them and look at them. So the next time I stream, I'll have them so that I can tell you. One town where heal potions aren't even the first item in the shop? Got back into Magic a couple weeks ago. The next Commander deck, I want to buy some of the Doctor Who Commander decks. I'm a big Doctor Who fan, and I have been since like the middle 80s. And now there's Doctor Who Commander decks for Magic, and I know people hate these, whatever they're calling it, Magic worlds or dimensions or whatever it is that's not part of Magic, but it's Doctor Who, so I have to have it. Trying to that's okay, Squig, you know I understand. Let's actually play some games. Knights, here we go, we'll just do this. Drain, fight. We've got an Asos to fight, and I'm working my way too slowly. You guys got me doing that conversation thing again. Cousin-in-law comes over to play Magic with my roommates. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So I used to play at work when I worked at a university. I used to play during lunches, and I haven't got to play since I left. I haven't played a single game of Magic since last February. I'm kind of sad about it. Intelligence up, vitality up, luck up, defense up. I've acquired another 10,000 cards. Another 10,000 cards since last February, and still haven't played a game. Not because I buy cards, but a friend of mine acquired someone's entire collection and then gave it to me. between me and another guy who may randomly show up in the stream. His name's Delson. We split this guy's entire inventory of cards. Let's go back out real quick and hit a tent right here, so we have a close by save. That way, if I fail in this Asos fight, which I probably will, we can just be right outside. Started playing in 2009, have about 10 different commander decks. Currently, my favorite is Arcades. Is it Arcades or Arcades? The Strategist. All about defenders and walls. Started in the 90s and left home around 04 and haven't played Paper since. Never got into Magic. Don't. Get into Magic if you're really interested in lighting money on fire. Because that's what I used to do for Magic, is light money on fire. Ha ha ha! I am Astos, king of the dark elves. I have Matoya's crystal, and you shall give me that crown. Now! No, I don't think so. Well, at least one can hope. Blood weapon. Well, I wonder if he's immune to dark also. We're going to fight in this round. Ooh, I wonder if he takes lightning damage. 120 lightning damage to all foes. Seems like more of an AoE killer than anything else. Explorer Dane over on Twitch. I streamed for 15 years as None the Artist and felt like I was going nowhere. I'm much happier just playing games. I mean, yeah, I understand that. It's one of the reasons that I considered quitting, is because I thought, well, I'll be happier if I spend time with my wife and just play games for myself. And then I realized that was not correct. I am happier spending as much time as I possibly can with my wife. But I missed the conversation in the community. When I didn't stream for a month, right? Like a little over a month. And I missed the conversation in community so much. I actually had to talk to my therapist about it, and my therapist was like, yeah, that was a mistake. We need you to go back to streaming. You either need to start streaming or you need to go to group therapy. One or the other. And I was like, well, I guess that makes that choice for us. Should I try and see if he's immune to the darkness? 2012 to 2014, my buddies and I would get together and play 8-player Magic. One game takes about 7 or 8 hours. Just playing Arena now. Arena is the online Magic game. So I got out of Magic. I started playing Magic in 1990 something early, 3 or 4. When I used to go to debate tournaments in high school, and we would play between rounds. And that's how I started. And I got out of Magic in 97 and moved over to a game called, it's now called The Eternal Struggle, but back then it was called Jihad, which is it's a card game based on Vampire the Masquerade. And man, games in that, if you get 6 to 8 players in a game of that, it can last for literal days. It is a long game. We used to, our dorm had a common area, and they used to put signs up saying that the common area was closed for cleaning so that we could leave our game sitting out on the table in the commons area for 2 or 3 days at a time. It was nice to know the person in charge of the dorms. Pretty stuck in Diamond 1 with the random decks I put together. I don't know enough cards anymore to put together anything complex, mostly just run aggro. Hey, there you go. Multiple people playing Arena. I'm going to try this. We're going to try this just to find out. It's worth the experiment, right? Let's find out if he's immune to darkness. Hide. I probably should have cast darkness in the first round instead of my blood sword, because it only lasts 2 rounds. I don't remember what he's going to do in this fight. Like you said, he'll cast death, but does he just attack? Does he ever just attack straight up? I don't know. Lower his evade percent either way, I guess. Human soldiers can win pretty reliably by turn 4. Well, there we go. My Dark Knight is dead. That was a quick death for him. Whoops. New. Come on. New. Magic. Valor. Goblin Punch. I have no idea how much life Asos has. I suppose I should not even try if she's not at 100% or higher. I should just have her attack until she's at 100%. Terminated. Much easier than I expected. We did lose our Dark Knight to a one-shot kill. But I kind of thought it was going to go on a few more rounds. Oh, look at that. Edward hit level 10. Good job, Ed. Ilea's level 10. Smeech still behind. Smeech should still be behind, yes. Alright. My throne now, I guess. This is now my castle. I'm taking it over. Now it's time for treasure hunting. So, yeah, we're pretty close. We've got to go back and still... We take this thing to Matoya, right? Ooh. Ooh, this could be not fun. Getting back without my tank is probably going to be not fun. That being said, I spent $20 for the Mastery Pass. He only had 258 hit points. That was it. I think that second attack with Goblin Punch did like 120 by itself. It makes me very happy that Goblin Punch is that strong. It does. Everybody's okay, I guess. Oh, okay. That's fair. So whatever it is, it's not as much. He's a glass cannon, basically. Named it Imp Punch. I mean, likely, yeah, it would have made sense. Since they are imps in the game, it would have made sense to call it Imp Punch. Although, maybe I'm going to get myself in trouble saying this. I think if you, instead of calling it Goblin Punch, called it Imp Punch, you would be missing out on the unique opportunity to call it an Imp Slap. I said it. You guys can hate me now. I'm sorry. That was bad. That was a bad joke. Close call. There we go. We got out. Oh, we can take this guy. We'll take him the fast, easy way. There we go. That was a nice, easy little fight. Let's get our tank back. I am going to go ahead and use a heal on him. That ought to be enough. And then let's get him back at the front of the party. Oh, this whole thing is going to be a mess. Look at that. We remembered to order the team without going through 3 fights to do it. Dane, I totally missed you saying I must much more prefer chatting to people and letting the content creators do all the work, especially with the arthritis and stuff. I can't blame you. Chatting to people is my favorite part anyway. We'll go for an attack on the first round, and then we'll heal. Although I could just throw out this unicorn. Right? If you're gonna call it imp punch anyway, you gotta call it imp slap. That's, oh man, I've said that out loud like 3 times now. I'm gonna get canceled. It might actually be a little hot in my office tonight. It was like 41 degrees outside today, and I think it's like 90 in my office now. You'd have to have enough people to want to cancel you. I mean, it only takes one. They just have to be loud. I'm not even saying they'd be 100% wrong for it. Thank you, I guess. Oh boy. Let's kill an ogre. That's one thing I should be able to do right. There we go. Streaming on little sleep. It's not the best. I can't be that innocent. I have 2 children. Let's see. I'm level 10 now. Strength up a point, agility up a point, luck up a point, magic defense up 2 points. Ooh, this is a nice big fight. It's not going to last long, but it's a nice big fight. I'm totally going to, like, cheat. Just to see how it works. Ramu these guys. I'm totally innocent, Squig. I still blush every time I play the second Phantasmagoria game. Sustain. Magic, drain, why not? Evidently Ramu is a 2-round cast. Oh, because he's casting Judgment Bolt, isn't he? Yeah, there we go. 404. 230. Whew. Wow. Okay, that hits hard. That doesn't make you innocent. Let's go. Stay at an inn. Stay at an inn. Save. There we go. Great. Oh, tonight's been going a lot better than I really thought it would. I mean, it only took us, what, 2 tries at Ramu? 1 try at Asos? I thought we'd be stuck in these battles all night. Hello, miss. The prince needs herb. I'll trade the most powerful herb to get my crystal. Oh boy, to get my crystal back. Oh, I can see. Thanks for the powerful herb. Fight. Test your might. Meant Ben for not immediately knowing about imp slaps. Ah, okay. Fair. Good. I didn't want you to have the wrong impression of who I am. Wonder if the boat mini game is still in this version. On the boat, hold confirm and tap the cancel button about 30 times. I'll give it a shot if you want to see it. To Suckle's behesp. Couldn't get the puzzle game to work. Gives like 10k gold. Oh, it would definitely be worth it. Considering the gold that we're going to need later in the game. I forgot that I could have actually just sailed halfway up here. It's not that much. Edward, you still can't kill these imps with your harp in 1 round? Gotta do it. So does it give you gold every time you do it? I don't know. I think the last time I did it once on the NES version, and I did it once in the Pixel Remaster because there's an achievement for it. But I don't think I normally ever do this. Hey! 0 counts with the raid over on the Twitch stream. 0 counts, thank you very much for the raid. I hope you guys are having a great night. I hope you had a good stream. Spiffy McWiffle. Greetings from the 0 raid. All right. Thank you guys so much. Welcome. All right, let's try this and find out. Whoops. All right. So I don't know if I can get it to work either. You know what? I will look on the Discord and find out. I'll look on the Discord and find out if that's something we can get to work, or if there's a different input button to make the mini game work, or if it's even been left out on purpose. Tell us about this hack. Oh, this is not actually a hack. This is a version of the game completely rebuilt from the ground up by an amazing developer. It's called Final Fantasy Renaissance, and the whole thing is rebuilt, eliminated a lot of the bugs from the original NES version, added in some new classes and new abilities for existing classes, and even a few new items and such. It is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Spiffy got in the rage. Awesome. Awesome. Well, Spiffy, I appreciate it. Wait a minute. Benjamin over on the YouTube, I gotta admit, Edward's harp doing AoE really makes me want to use a bard when I play. So his harp can be good. You get, according to a lot of the comments on the previous VODs, there are special harps with special abilities that will make his harp much better. The damage of the harp is never going to be amazing, though. And I totally missed. Someone just followed, and I totally missed. Oh, Rowdy Retro Moose, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Original Final Fantasy still remains one of my favorites of the series. It isn't. That's because it's a great game. My absolute favorite's still 4. But I love the whole series, but 1 is great, and this remake of 1 makes what was already great even better. Daniel, my harp is still only 6 damage, and I don't think I will ever replace it. I don't know. There's some good harp. I don't know which harp you have. Have no idea for the mini game on this version. Yeah, I'll look it up on the Discord. The Discord for this game has a lot of information that you wouldn't really be able to find anywhere else, I think. On the NES, it was only like 100. Let's fight some stuff. First, let's get our bard singing a regeneration song. And we'll have her attack for 1 round before we do something else. Go ahead and fight. Releases that include it, changed it up a bit. I remember 1, you had different rewards based on the time. Was that in the PSP version? I think the PSP version was like that. Combo the bard with the time mage to try to buff the bard would be good. Time mage is supposed to be broken. Rowdy Retro Moose, 6 is my favorite by miles, but 1 and 5 are easily tied for second. 1 gets a few bonus points in favor of it being my first Final Fantasy overall. I started my Final Fantasy journey with 1 as well. In fact, when I bought 1 was one of the first NES games that I purchased with my own money, and I played the heck out of it. And the first time I finished it, I had to pretend to be sick so that I could stay home from school and finish the game. I was a freshman in high school, and I pretended to be sick. I had gotten to the final push, the final dungeon the night before, and I pretended to be sick so that I could stay home and finish the game. And that was a good day. That was also the day I started my second playthrough of Final Fantasy 1. Dane, going to sleep, built my Minecraft starter house, and I'm satisfied. All right, Dane, have a good night. Take it easy. We'll see you again soon. The lullaby harp to put them things to sleep. Excellent choice. I knew so little until you guys started commenting on all the videos, and now I've learned so much more. I thank you so much every day for that. We're just gonna drain. Let's drain this shark. You fight that guy. We'll be good. 8 was your first. 9 and 1 are the favorites. So 9. My favorite is I typically say 4. 9 is my version. Like 9 is the one that usually ties with 4 and depending on my mood, those two can swap. I like 8, but I kind of like to grind also, and 8 is a very anti-grind game. I like the characters in 8. I kind of like the story in 8. Some of the mechanics weren't my favorite. I'm so terrible at tier lists. That's fair. Never had a PSP, but I think the phone version may have been the same port. It may be. The PSP version is in... Until this version came out, I would have said the PSP version of 1 is the best. It's got the best graphics, it's got additional content. The one thing that a lot of people really hate about the PSP version over the original is they don't like the way spell slots were changed. Because in the PSP version, you have spell points again. Like, you have mana in the PSP version, as opposed to just being able to cast 4 level 1 spells. So it's a lot less D&D and a lot more video gamey. I don't really need to be in here. I need to be in the castle. There we go. And Zero Counts, thank you very much for the follow over there on Twitch. I appreciate it. It's so nice to meet you guys. 8 was the first time I played a game so long that I forgot what time it was, looked over at the clock, and it was 4 a.m. I'd completely forgotten the time. Squig. That says a lot about a game, if I'm being honest. Okay, let's... Did we get... Key item? Herb? Yuck, this medicine. I don't remember how to use the herb because evidently it's been a long time. There we go. Oh, this herb will release the prince from Asos' curse. Look, he is waking. Thank you to whoever used that apostrophe properly. It's so rare that I get to see an apostrophe used properly. Makes me super happy. S apostrophe. You just don't see that anywhere. Daniel, you didn't like 8 ever? Really? See, I loved the characters in 8. And the like Guardian Forces. But I'm one of the rare people that also likes 13, so what can I say? Friend's stepdad let me borrow Final Fantasy 1 Crystallis. Ooh, is it Crystallis or Crystallis? And Dragon Quest 1 to check out RPGs. He never got any back. Oh, 13 I liked for the weekend. It took me to beat it, but I don't care if I to ever play it again. MP is too broken for this game. It is a little broken. It makes the game really, really easy. Hadn't played anything after 10. Only downside to Bard is attacking normally with a harp has a chance for freezing the game. Does it still? Has that not been fixed in one of... Of course, I haven't updated in the last like 2 or 3 versions. Apparently they just made Bard that powerful. Zero Counts, heading to bed. Really enjoy what I'm seeing here. I'm sure I'll be back sometime. That'd be awesome. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate it. Sleep well. All right, the prince is waking up. Wake up, prince. Is this a dream? Are you the light warriors? Is this for real? So as legend says, I give you the mystic key. You could have opened your eyes. I don't know. All right. Now, we've got the key, but I might need help to remember. Is there anything in this castle that uses the key, or do I need to go? I know there are places that, yeah, like right there. I don't remember how to get out there. We're gonna start making the trip around to all of our locations. Whoops, I meant to go up and come back down, not right and then back left. Anyway, we're going to start making our trip around and trying to find all of the key places. How do I get out there properly? My oh my, it's been too long and I am too old to remember how to play the game correctly. I'm a fool. Please move out of my way, elf. Hey, a silver hammer that I probably can't use. 400 gold, 330 gold, and a copper bracer. Better than nothing. I like the dog in 8 that you could shoot off of her arm. Played them all pretty much until there were 57 spin-offs of 7. Haven't played anything since 14. I played 15. I haven't played 16 yet. 15 gets a bad rap. I don't think it's my favorite game in the series. In fact, I'm not even sure I put it in my top half of the series. But I don't think it's as bad as a lot of people think it is. There is a lot of road trip simulator to 15, though. You always said it the first way. Crystallis. Haven't owned a console since PlayStation 2. For that reason, I really don't count the DS because I barely had it long enough. Oh, see, I count the DS, but I made DS games, so if it didn't count as a console, I have a lot less to be proud of. Had a Switch for a few years, and because I'm still spoiled, my mom's getting me an Xbox for Christmas. Nice! Nice! The Xbox is the one console in the current generation I haven't bought yet. And I don't know if I need it because I have Xbox streaming service thing. I've got Game Pass. And so most of the things that I want to play, I just play on Game Pass on my PC. Gotten a PS3 for a Blu-ray player, but never had any games. I didn't get a PS3 until after I bought a PS4. And then I specifically found a PS3 on Facebook Marketplace just so that I could play a couple of games that weren't available any other way. Rowdy Retro Moose, I've seen people talking about it in the Discord as well as the trainer control freeze bug. Hopefully 2.0 should correct a lot of this. I hope so. I hope not to accidentally screw the whole game up at some point and then be like really, really sad. Although it would give me an excuse to start again. Which I will definitely be playing a second playthrough of this game with some other classes. You liked 15? See, I like 15 just fine. It's, like I said, it's not one of my favorites in the series. They're just because there are others that I just like more. But I don't think it's a bad game by any means. And I know there are people who really, really don't like it. And I am not one of them. Still my original SNES from my childhood. Original copy of Earthbound in full working order. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Don't have anything from my childhood for reasons. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. I've lost so my family moved a lot, so I've given up or lost a lot of stuff from my childhood, and I've spent my entire time being an adult and having adult money trying to get it back. That's why I've invested very heavily in getting some consoles that I either had or was never able to get. I was also very poor when I was younger, so anything that I did have was very special to me. What am I doing? What am I doing, actually? Oh, yes. Now I remember what I'm doing. We're going to see who got the copper arms here. We need to move those. And we need to go sell the extra iron armor. We need to sell that cloth armor. And we need to sell the extra set of gloves. And then I need to see, I don't think anyone I have can use a hammer, but we'll check. My PC isn't good enough for new games. My PC is almost 8 years old. So I'm glad to have consoles and a capture card. It makes a big difference. Can I sell things? Let's sell some things. Just save intent frequently, you'll be fine. True. I've had to learn to In all the years that I played Final Fantasy 1, I never made efficient use of tents. I have made so many unnecessary trips back to town because that was how I always saved. Because I'm not very good at video games, evidently. Sell from you. We don't need this extra iron armor. That's going to be some money. Sell this extra cloth armor. That's not going to be any money, but that's okay. Did anyone else have things to sell? I don't remember. I know somebody else had something to sell, but I don't remember who it was. I guess it was Smeech. Smeech, sell your gloves. There we go. Down for all the playthroughs of this? Daniel, I'm good, because I'm definitely going to play at least one more before I move to anything else. All right, so yes, we're going to start by, well, now I guess we kind of started here, but then we're going to go back, we're going to hit, whoops, oh, come on. We're going to hit the stuff from the start of the game before we come back here and do the other castle and the marsh cave. And then after we do those, then we will go to the dwarves. If you get a laptop or PC in the future, you'll stream this though. Make sure that we know when you do, or if you do, make sure that we know, because I would love to come watch you. All right. Now is where you guys get to be witness to my lack of memory. Because I have a severe lack of ability to make good memories. That's why over there on Twitch earlier tonight, and you guys might see him on YouTube at some point, one of the mods, his name is M.A. is my brother in real life. Like he's my real brother, and he's my memory. He always has been. Pretty much his whole life, he's served as my memory. So when I go into a dungeon and can't remember anything, he remembers it for me. It's kind of terrible. It's kind of terrible. Got no money for replacing stuff too often. I get that. I did very well and married an amazing woman who is taking care of me, and I've taken care of her from time to time, and we kind of take turns, and it's done really well for us, and we're in a really good place now. We've been in a really bad place up until very recently, and we're in a really good place now. Financially, and so I can start to afford to do stuff like stream more and buy newer games and try some new stuff. It's kind of awesome. The last dungeon has a door locked with the mystic key. Interesting. So what is the point? I guess this is really my question, is what is the point of putting a door locked with the mystic key in the last dungeon? Because there's no way to get to the last dungeon without having the mystic key, is there? Better than you give it credit for. It ran Diablo 4. Just got an error message every time that my graphics card wasn't supported, but then it worked fine. So it's probably thinking your graphics card's drivers are out of date. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's not still good. Temple of Fiends, dwarves, then either shopping spree at new towns. Okay, yes, that's smarter, because that lets us get new items before we go back into the Marsh Cave. So Marsh Cave will take a little, because there are some locked items in the Marsh Cave, aren't there? Am I wrong at that? Were there no locked doors in the Marsh Cave? Oh, it makes randomizers require the key. Brilliant. Okay. That makes sense then. I'm an only child. I have to be my own memory. Oh, if I had to be my own memory all the time, I would be in real trouble. I'm not... I legitimately don't have... I have one of those weird memories. Things that I need, completely gone. Stupid information that has absolutely no use is locked in here forever. There are 3 or 4 rooms in the Marsh Cave. Okay, I thought so. But it would be better to have new gear before we go there. All on the south part of the bottom level. Because I kind of skipped through a lot of the rooms in Marsh Cave very quickly. Dead imps. No way to get there without already having the crown to get into the Castle of Ordeals. You haven't seen other streamers open those rooms in the Marsh Cave? Really? See, I always thought, I would have assumed that other streamers do things the right way, and I just do things whichever way happens to happen. Nobody wants to go back into the Marsh Cave. I mean, yeah, I get that. But I can't not go back. There is stuff in the Marsh Cave. I can't just leave it sitting there. You never know when a small child's going to wander in and pick a sword up and hurt themselves. I can't let that happen because of my negligence and not picking up everything. I don't remember which of these rooms was actually locked, so it wasn't this one because I've already got that box. I said rooms was, didn't I? Ugh. Ugh. Come on. Rooms was? There actually is a new item in the Marsh Cave. Sweet. Okay. The real question is there a new item in the Marsh Cave that is going to be of use to this random party that I've got? Found a lot of bells and stuff. Bells are geomancer weapons, right? Am I correct in remembering that? Okay, these are also empty. Okay, yes, they are geomancer weapons. Did I? Well, hold on. Didn't I get a silver knife? Or was it a silver sword that I picked up? I do have a silver knife. Oops. Let's see. Probably have no one can equip the saber. A silver knife, damage 10, hit plus 15, crit 2.5%, value 400 versus 7, 10, and 2.5. I had totally forgotten about that. There seems to be an elemental bell in each dungeon. Saw one streamer found a crystal harp in a chest, but I don't want to spoil where. I wonder if the crystal harp's any good. I want a crystal harp now. Gargoyles are a little bit longer fight. As well as elemental resistance gloves. Don't know the crystal harp yet. Now I want a crystal harp. Wonder, man. Sorry. I'm a little excited about where this game is taking me down the road. Okay. Just sustain. I don't think we really need another song going. It feels so weird to be so in love with having a bard in my party now when I wasn't sure I was not going to regret having him for the entire run. Oh no. Oh no, didn't have a bard. Found a crystal harp, didn't have a bard. That's sad. Can technically get the crystal harp immediately after the first feed. That's a vague hint. Every 32 accuracy is another attack per turn. Spiffy, how do you feel about Dragon Warrior Quest? I love the whole series. What I've got to play of it. There are a few games I've never got to play because I know they've probably been fan translated, but I don't know if they were ever released here. Hey, a Were Sword. But Dragon Quest 1 or when it was Dragon Warrior was my first RPG. Technically. Because I don't count stuff like Adventure as RPGs. And I got Dragon Warrior free from Nintendo. I don't know if you guys know this. If you're not old as dirt like I am, Nintendo actually gave Dragon Warrior away for free to everyone. I think with your subscription, I want to say your subscription to Nintendo Fun Club News got you a Dragon Warrior cartridge. And that's Dragon Warrior 1 is the game that started my love of RPGs. I played Dragon Warrior 1, and in the same year that I played Dragon Warrior 1, I think was the first time that I played Dungeons & Dragons. And I have loved all things RPG ever since. It was your first RPG as well? Because it's a great game. It's a great game. And then I recently played the newest one, and I've thought about going back and playing it again in 2D mode just for the heck of it. A lot of stuff I can do right after the Lich. Benjamin, your first Dragon Quest was 7 for the PS1. Game blew my mind. Such a great game. Played 8 and 9 too. 8, I think a lot of people until recently, what was it, 11? Is 11 the most recent core Dragon Quest game? Until 11 came out, I think a lot of people thought 8 was the best. I don't know that I ever played 9 though. 7 is a game that that I hear a lot of people split on. Like some people love it and some people hate it. I personally really liked it, even though it was a long game and at times a little slow. But I know other people who just despise 7. You know, but they also are, if I'm being honest, most of those people also don't like Final Fantasy IX. So how can I really be sure if they have any taste? Beat 11 a few months ago. 11 was the most recent. I think it's the best entry. I think 11 is really, really well done. Like it's a good enough game. I bought 2 different copies. I own it on PC and on PlayStation. When I bought it originally on PlayStation, it wasn't the, I think it's called Dragon Warrior 11S. Like the S version is the one that has the 2D. And it didn't have that on the PlayStation originally. So I bought it on the PC to get that extra feature. And then later, they went back and added that to the PlayStation version. So, oh well. I'm not going to complain. Remember when they did that? Oh, it was a 2-year sub to Nintendo Power that they did it with. Okay. I couldn't remember. I know that's how I got the game, but I couldn't remember which one it was. Have 11 on PS4, PC, and Switch. Wow. Daniel played Dragon Warrior on NES and got 1 through 3 on Switch. Played a few hours of each. I think I only bought, because I didn't get the cartridge. I just bought it as a download, and I think I only got 1 on Switch so far. And I've never even actually downloaded the game. I paid for it, but I've not downloaded it and played it yet. Because at the time, I was thinking I would eventually stream all of the Dragon Warrior games. I was in the process of streaming all of the Final Fantasy games for my first time through at the time, and thought when I was done, I would just move straight into the Dragon Warrior games. And instead, I got sidetracked and started playing a bunch of other stuff. And I don't regret any of those because I really enjoyed them. I found out that I really like some games that a lot of people really liked that I never thought I would, like Fallout 4 and Skyrim. But now I kind of want to go back and play the Dragon Warrior games. Spiffy, you're a big Dragon Quest fan? I mean, they're good games, and we were talking earlier tonight about how I haven't seen anything new since they announced that Dragon Quest remake using the Octopath engine, and I'm really upset that we haven't seen anything else from it because I really, really want that game. Oh, I need heal, not drain. There we go. Played a few minutes of a demo for a newer one, but I didn't like it. Was it like a 3D? If it was for a newer one, it probably was 11, unless it was one of the other series. There's a new Dragon Quest Monsters series coming out, or entry into the Dragon Quest Monsters series coming out in December, I think. Original Dragon Quest is the game with the colored slimes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Definitely. $12 was announced over a year ago, trying not to think about it. The bundle was on sale for $4 or something? That's crazy. Definitely worth. Honestly, there aren't a lot of games out there that I wouldn't pick up for $4. If I had $4, I have been in play time. There have been times in my life I could not afford a $4 game. But if I could afford a $4 game, having worked as a game developer before, there aren't many games out there that aren't worth $4. I used to say that about Humble Bundle. Used to sell games for whatever you want to pay for them, and I was like, I have never seen a game that wasn't worth trying for at least $1. Now, someone will probably prove me wrong and link me to a game that is absolutely not worth 10 cents. Feel free to do that. If you're on the YouTube and you're watching the VOD, put in the comments a game that isn't worth $1. Squigbiz, I stand corrected. It was Dragon Warrior. So Dragon Warrior and Dragon Quest are the same game. Dragon Warrior is what Dragon Quest was called in America. Dragon Warrior is the game that scared the crap out of me when exploring the map, because I randomly got a sand golem and a witch back to back, and I was a kid, so don't judge me. I won't judge you. I got all these treasures now, right? Yes. So many games and series for PS1. Legend of Dragoon, Ark the Lad, Wild Arms, I think, was PS1. There are some great games. PS1 was a good time to be an RPG fan. That PS1 and PS2 eras were great times to be an RPG fan. You know who I always felt bad for, though? RPG fans who bought the Genesis. There weren't a lot of great RPGs. Now, with the exception of Shining Force, there just weren't a lot of great RPG series on Sega. There's another thing you can comment on. Tell me some great RPGs for the Sega, because I'd love to go back and play them. SNES then PS1 is like the golden era, or your golden era of RPGs. Is on Switch. It was either 10 or 11. It was probably 11. Most likely it was 11 then. I'm not sure. Did 10 come out on Switch? Got scared by Ganon in the first Zelda game. The SNES was an RPG powerhouse. Yeah, it was. The SNES, the lack of good, like truly good RPGs was one of the things that kept me a Nintendo person. And then the Nintendo 64 came along and just ruined my whole belief system. Because Nintendo 64, where were the great RPGs on the Nintendo 64? Nowhere. That's where they were. Thank goodness the PlayStation 1 saved that whole generation. For RPG players. I'm not saying the Nintendo 64 is a bad system. I'm saying Superman 64. One night, I really want to stream Superman 64 just to see if it's as bad as everybody says it was. The original Phantasy Star is supposed to be really good. You know, that's true. That's true. I know people who swear by the Phantasy Star games. Ooh, another sword. And absolutely love the whole series. And I've never played any of them. You know, we're just going to fight. We're just going to fight. Squig, the sound effects really startled me. I rented the game. I was playing it in my grandparents' house when I was feeling okay about the game until I got those three monsters and instantly died. Man. Other than that, it was the TMNT underwater dam level that ruined me. All jump ship to play. They did. And that was all Nintendo's fault. All Nintendo's fault. You guys are all gamers, so I don't have to tell you the story of the separation of Nintendo and Sony. But it's an interesting story, and if you don't know it, look it up. It's very, very cool to hear how Nintendo kind of just were jerks to Sony and didn't even tell them they were splitting. N64 made me want to get a PS1. So I made the mistake. I had the choice. I went out and they were both available, and I chose to stick with the Nintendo 64. And within months, I regretted it. Like, completely regretted it. And at the time, I only ever ended up buying, like, I think 4 Nintendo 64 games. GoldenEye, Shadows of the Empire. There was the Mario game that came with it, and then Ocarina of Time. I think were the only games I owned at the time. I own far more now than I did when the Nintendo 64 was a current system. I have a much greater appreciation of the Nintendo 64 now than I did then. We're going to duck into this city and save again because we're not going to make it to the dwarves. It is after 1:30 in the morning my time, and so this is where I'm going to have to call it a night. I've got a trip coming up. I'm going to be judging a debate tournament this weekend, and so I have to get ready to leave town tomorrow, so I can go to a city 3 hours away and judge a debate tournament. It should be a lot of fun, but they're great kids. The kids I'm going to be judging are great kids, so I look forward to it. No, we stick with cartridge. No, we don't. So it's not entirely. I want to say it was Panasonic, because Nintendo was supposed to have. Sony was making a disc drive for the Super Nintendo. They created a prototype, and it was supposed to be shown at a games conference. And when they showed up, Nintendo announced before Sony could arrive that they had changed partnerships to I think it was Panasonic at the time. I need to look that up. Don't take that for 100% fact. I need to look it up. But I know that's the story. I'm just not sure that company is correct. And Sony was like, "Wait, what? Wait, you're partnering with who? Because we thought we were partners." Didn't go over well. Went over great for Sony, though. If Nintendo had not done that, we wouldn't have a PlayStation. Brother and I went together on PS1 and Final Fantasy VII. Played it a month before we could afford a memory card to save. Wow. Did you just leave it on, or did you just keep starting over? First game I remember scaring me was Resident Evil 1 when the zombie dog jumps through the window of the hallway. A great moment in gaming history. Sold so much stuff to GameStop for my PS1 and Final Fantasy VII. Time does fly. Oh, ad break on Twitch. Yuck. Sorry. Yep, it was going to be the Nintendo PlayStation. It was a huge mistake. Huge mistake. Glad you have both streams open. Man, I could talk about gaming history for a long time. I've done a lot of research into the gaming history, and I love it. I love gaming history. At one time, I looked at going to... I know this is a global platform, but in America, there is a university called Bowling Green University. And they have a popular culture master's degree. I looked at applying there to that degree program so that I could go and try to get a popular culture degree where my emphasis was going to be on video games and their impact on our society as a whole. Both left it on until power would randomly go out, or parents telling us to shut it off and restart it a lot. I didn't own, when Final Fantasy VII came out, I did not own a PlayStation. And my good friend Delson bought Final Fantasy VII, and he had a PlayStation, or bought a PlayStation and Final Fantasy VII at the same time, I think, so that you could play Final Fantasy VII. And he was like, Final Fantasy VII is so good, and I just got my first apartment. I barely had enough money to cover my bills, and he said he thought Final Fantasy VII was so good. He bought the PlayStation and Final Fantasy VII for me to play on so that I could play Final Fantasy VII and he would have someone to talk to about it. I owe Delson a lot of my gaming history. If you guys ever see him in the channel, be sure to tell him that I talked about him and how much I appreciate him having been my friend for such a long time. So, all right, I really need to go to bed. Thank you guys so much for being here, for sticking with me and sticking with the playthrough. Thank you for all the help you've given me on this playthrough. I honestly, if you think I'm bad now, imagine how bad I would have been without the help you've given me. If you are on Twitch, I'm not supposed to say it, but maybe check me out on YouTube also. And if you're on YouTube and you're watching this video sometime later, be sure to do all the YouTube things with the like and subscribe and whatever. I'm not good at asking for that stuff. I always feel stupid when I ask for it, but they say you have to, so I'm going to. Thanks again. Okay, I'm dumb. Thanks so much. I appreciate you guys. I will see you again probably on Sunday night. Until next time, stay sharp. Be excellent to each other. Have a good night.